octagon.
That is what it is, yes.
Just by definition.
Okay. And you came to, as you opened up, you're kind of working your way through these long corridors with high ceilings and light shooting in through these sort of musty, dusty corridors through highly carved arrow slits that lit up the room in an almost picturesque way. Well, you kept finding yourself in these sort of circular tower control points, not with any stairs ascending, but you understood the building was there. When you finally came around to this northmost side of the octagon, you found yourself sort of confronted by open air for the first time in a while, because you saw that the sort of side wall of this octagon towards the interior on the northern end had collapsed inwards. I realized just now, there we go, I had not shared that with anyone.
Oh, yeah, I just asked.
My memory was actually perfect.
Yeah. So it was right, as a matter of fact, as Felix had begun to sneak around the corner to investigate the sounds that he was hearing outside, that he made a pretty good perception check and saw this large creature in this pool of water to the western edge of the courtyard. And it's right as you noticed this, Isaac, that two things are going to happen. One, you're going to see that its head just kind of comes out of the water and it roars.
I roar back.
And I remember right from the rolls last time, it did not see you. But now you're going to notice something else. Because what you're going to see and hear is that as you kind of turn the corner, through the din of everything, you will quickly hear shouts and barking growls that you've heard throughout the corner, but now they're very obvious because the shouts are coming from the battlements above, where you see a few goblins and a halfling man holding a goblin at knife point.
Damn.
Well, all this is happening on the battlements above. You will also see that while about half the goblins are pleading for mercy, and at least that's what their body language sort of seems to tell you.
Rough, buddy.
You're also seeing a couple of goblins doing their best to kind of stay away from the courtyard because all this music, all this sound, all this noise has disturbed this giant draconic beast. And it's just kind of looking at them and watching them like their prey, occasionally roaring and growling. And now that it's moving again and being so vocally and physically threatening, there's new goblins that aren't enthralled by this hostage standoff up top are just terrified of what waits for them below. As you can see, the stairs that would have led up to the battlements are collapsed into this wall that you now have access to the courtyard through. And so that's where it appears that this creature wasn't able to climb up. The goblins must have gone up there earlier, and the creature hasn't been able to follow them. At least that's what your visual, like the quick visual look would tell you. But now they're up there caught between a beast and a knife point. And that's where we're going to kind of join our session today. So I'm going to need everyone to roll initiative for me. And then that's going to be stealth for all of you because you have been actively stealthing.
Okay.
So,
Did you say the halfling is the one with the knife?
There's a halfling on the battlements with a knife held at a goblin's throat. He's holding an arm around the body, another arm sort of wrapped around the neck with a knife point placed against it, so that even if he falls, he'll most likely cut the throat of his goblin. For those of you who were there before, oh god, you will remember that.
Remembering how to use thing?
It'll be especially. Jesus, Karen and...
Well done, Charlie.
You recognize this halfling looks a lot like what you thought at the time was a boy that you saw running.
There we go.
Oh.
That you may have seen running from the town hall, which you found out later was the halfling that set the fire in town hall.
Oh, the scribe's apprentice.
Okay.
Right?
He matched the same description.
Yeah.
It looks very similar to what you saw before. All right, we have some interesting... initiatives.
You can force mine to 7 if you want. I don't really care.
Roll. Oh, it's a 17, but it's not transmitting.
Yeah, I'm not sure why, but that's why we're just plugging it in manual.
Okay, I got it to work, sort of.
How did you do the initiative roll specifically?
14. Yes. Roll.
So on the very
the kind of like the front page of your character sheet.
Main? Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, initiative,
Next
stealth.
to where the AC thing,
I see.
initiative, perception, and stealth.
Okay.
Miscellaneous.
James, do you want my
I already put it in
Oh,
when I saw it.
okay.
Sealed stealth, untrained 14. Alright, so it has a very high initiative. So it turns out this roll, it actually is going to see you, Felix, kind of come around the edge. And so upon seeing you, this is not the best battle music. It was great. It's great at first.
but now that it's seen us, it needs to be different.
Now it needs to be some higher octane stuff.
I'm not sure if it's just me, but it sounds like a blunder. Like with a bunch of ice
It's
cubes
something
in
a
it.
lot of people all fighting together.
Hmm.
Okay.
That sounds good.
Oh, looks like my app just crashed.
Oh no.
Yay.
Which one?
Oh, my music app.
Okay.
So I can't hear what music there is or isn't.
I don't believe in the music.
What about the heart of the cards?
Okay.
Do we all need to reload Sirenscape?
Are you guys not hearing it?
Oh, mine just crashed anyway. So
Yeah,
yes, that
everything
answers that
crashed.
question.
Got it. I'll be completely honest, it didn't even load for me earlier, so I just kind of left it.
Yeah. Now I'm back in. Don't hear anything though.
I'll start it and restart, but I had to, or stop it and restart it. Everyone let me know when I got it reloaded. It must be a little funky tonight.
I don't believe in loading.
Okay.
Okay, I believe I'm back in Sirenscape.
Okay.
There it is. Now I hear it.
Excellent. So this giant creature is going to move for its first action. I assume it will move. Okay. So it'll go 5, 10, 15, 20. Because of its reach, Isaac, it can reach you from there.
Yes.
So it will lumber over. And then it's going to attack with its jaws. Oh, and it'll miss as it chomps out. It misses you. And then it'll
Because I'm stealth clear.
What's that?
It's because of stealth clear.
Then it will attempt to lash out with its tail as a second attack. Ooh, that's going to be a hit.
Ouch.
Do we have the combat tracker somewhere? Nope, there it is.
You
Never
look
mind.
yourself,
Never mind.
yeah.
I got it.
The 2 crossed swords, yeah.
It doesn't have the monster on there though, but I guess that's supposed to be the point.
There we go. Shit. So
There,
attacks
Dragon.
Isaac for
7.
9 points of damage as the tail just slams into you. And it is now Tam Sexton's turn.
No, it isn't. Because Charlie has 25.
No, Charlie doesn't have a 25.
I'll have a 7.
Oh, you have a 7. Oh, okay. I see. All right, you rolled it. Gotcha.
Yeah, see, if we got the
Never
counter invisible rolls.
Charlie,
Okay.
let's still have 25.
I don't think would have.
Yeah.
I'm going to cast Bless.
Okay.
And so that is. So it's 2 actions to cast Bless. And I am going to step to. Yeah, I'll step to here.
Who are you blessing? Or is it area?
Area, everyone within 5 feet. Now the question is, how do I make this work? How do I
What does
cast
Bless
it?
do?
So, blessings from abroad. You and your allies in the area of effect gain +1 status bonus on attack rolls. Once per
Okay.
turn, after casting, you can use a single action to concentrate and increase the emanation by 5 feet.
Oh, cool.
Mm-hmm.
Just remember, if you're adjacent to Tam, you have +1 on attack.
All right.
Or you can add in the bottom left-hand corner by clicking the modifier gray tile and hitting the number that you want to modify it by. If you want it to be a penalty, hit minus, and then type the minus button or dash or hyphen, and then the number by which you want to be a penalty. And it'll then add that on top of any other bonuses or penalties you have natively incorporated into your roll. If we find that you're using Bless a lot, Nate, we could make a custom condition for Bless to apply to people.
Oh, that'd be
Yeah,
rad.
I thought there was a way because my healing.
Some things are
Okay, just
programmed,
apply.
some things are not.
Okay.
And I really hope they're not stealing that card. That's someone who's supposed to be in there. It's just the perils of living near a college.
Yeah.
You can just never tell. All right. So you've moved. Is Bless 2 actions then, Nate?
Yes, it is.
All right.
So those are my 3 actions.
Felix,
Yeah, I'm getting the fuck out of Dodge. I've done my tanking.
if you leave the space that you're in, doing so will provoke an attack of opportunity, unless you take a step.
That one
is
specifically
an
does
action.
have the attack of opportunity ability.
Well, you're not sure. But
Oh, that's
just
fair.
talking
It
about
might. So you're saying it might provoke an attack of opportunity.
Well, no, it provokes if
Oh,
they have
fair.
an ability.
Fair.
Dragons ain't shit.
It is normally an ability had by those who have trained in martial
Mm.
arts of some kind. So what you gonna do? What you gonna do with all that stuff?
You know, get out of the way. What did you say a step was?
It's a single action. You can move 1 space, and then and it definitely does not provoke any attack or anything like that.
I've moved 1 space.
Okay. You also have 2 actions.
Presented some beautiful, delicious targets who harmed me. And, of course, now I can go back to dropping that spear and using that bow.
So you drop this with a free action.
Yeah,
Draw
that's
the
1
bow.
action to drop and draw.
Yep. Well, it's free to.
And then I can fire
All right. Yeah.
with my final action.
So you can drag that +6 over the creature, and it should take care of the math for you.
We're getting +6.
In your
I'm
actions.
going to rule that it does not have cover here.
Yeah, we're getting +6 now.
So if you go on your character sheet, you go down to actions. I can see that short bow is
Oh,
the
I didn't
first
even
attack
see
made of
that
the round.
last tab. Man.
Yeah, it's a super helpful tab.
Oh, I had to roll over it.
Yeah. Okay, roll it over the creature. I want to use the program as much as possible.
Yeah.
So pick it
I
up
gotta
and drop it
I
on top.
gotta redo my windows.
So now you know it's a hit,
And
then you
then I
just
can
grab the
roll the
damage.
dice and roll it.
Boom.
Yeah,
There we go.
So you now wounded the creature. An arrow sticks into it. It roars a little bit. You can see the muscles just moving underneath its scales, and you're almost catching some sort of foul breath coming out of its mouth. Perhaps the rotting smell of decay of its prey before you. But that's someone else's thing to think about now, because it's Karen's turn.
Oh, get behind me then. Going to just take
Already good, Chief.
one.
Already good.
Am I within 10 feet of it? Or, so never mind. I'm just going to take a step forward, across to here, take an attack with my spear. So that's a 18 to hit.
Yep, and you'll see that beneath that attack, it shows you.
Oh, yep.
It says,
It says hit. Awesome.
So,
So here's my damage.
don't even check that with me.
Excellent.
Boom! Slams into it.
Seven.
Roars. It's not having a good day.
And then I'm.
But at this point, hang out, because it is going to trigger a reaction.
Oh shit!
When it takes damage from an adjacent creature, it will now use an ability called Noxious Breath.
Hmm.
So this is going to hit. This is going to be a 15-foot cone.
Okay.
So it will hit everyone
Oh,
except for
fuck.
Charlie.
Well done.
So what I'm going to need from all of you. All right. What I'm going to need from all of you is Fortitude saves.
Fortitude saves. Okay, that's here. Oh, I'm okay at those.
All right. So Felix
Yeet.
is going to fail,
23.
but not a critical failure.
Huh.
Cam is going to just barely succeed.
Oof.
And Karen is going to save. So, Felix, you are going to gain the sickened 1 condition.
Oh no.
I'm barfy.
Yeah, you're barfy.
Now it's at that stage of the flu when you feel barfy, but you haven't quite barfed yet.
Oh no, that's the worst. Oh fuck.
Yeah,
Oh,
right.
no,
There's a way to put these on.
Can I get sick too and just barf it out?
Yes, as a matter of fact, the way sickened works is you can specifically.
Yeah, but can I just jump straight to being sick too?
Like we're in call into work territory.
You feel ill. Sickened always includes a value. In this case, sickened 1. You take a status penalty equal to this value on all of your checks and DCs. I did clarify something. Attacks count as a check.
Oh,
I do a little reading, but it's considered an attack check.
all right.
So you can build in an attack. You just roll. Yep.
Cool. I'm glad I burned my 1 on the bullshit roll to see if that would actually work.
It's a good time to do it. And remember, at any point in your turn, you can choose to spend an action retching. When you do so, you may attempt a Fortitude save to reduce the value. All right, Eli, you now have your final
Yeah, I've
action.
still got my last action. I'm going to attack with my shield, just a shield bash. Oh shit, I meant to do that on top of the creature. Do you want me to re-roll it or?
Yeah, roll on top of the creature.
Okay, sorry. We'll get used to it one of these days.
I'm going to consider this the equivalent of, like, the dice tray. You gotta roll it on the creature, it doesn't count.
Yeah, fair. Okay, so 19 hits. So damage on the creature. That's another 7.
A bit more damage.
Alright, and that is my entire turn.
Okay.
That's an angry critter.
Yeah, it's probably pretty pissed at me right now.
It's
And
angry
it's like the breath just still stinks. Charlie, it's your turn. You smelled something. I mean, for most people it'd be horrible, but you're a goblin, and I'm not sure what your thoughts on hygiene are, but something noxious. Just.
Not only a goblin, but a goblin alchemist.
That
Roll
smells
perception to
delicious.
see if you see Felix's eyes watering.
5, 10, walk up in here. I believe I have my
You don't
crossbow
have a
out.
man shield.
Okay, yes,
And you're now within range of the +1 for plus.
And I go, ah, ah.
And this creature will have cover, so try and give yourself a -2 on this attack.
So a plus or -1 because he has
Minus
bless.
1.
Yeah, a nat -1.
Oh,
Shit.
Yeah. Great hit.
Okay.
A fine hit.
oh,
Woo!
what's up? Also, it does 2 persistent fire damage.
Oh shit.
I don't know, what's the rules on persistent damage?
So fire is. Let's see. Let's see. It's also going to splash 1 onto Karen.
Well,
Oh,
I think I can
that's okay.
choose if it does that. I don't remember.
I think you either have or get a thing where you can choose to not splash me.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
I don't know if you have it yet, but I know you definitely can get it.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, was that your crossbow or was that an alchemy thing?
Oh, no, that was my fucking bomb.
Oh, alchemist fire. I see it in the chat.
Look it up. So I think, from what I understand, the way fire works is it's a die that every time on my turn I roll to take that much damage, I believe.
Mm.
Hey,
Well, so my bombs say that, like, the bomb does 1. And then I have an ability that makes it another +1 for fire alchemical stuff. It should be 2 persistent damage.
Okay,
I don't know, like,
let me look that up
Yeah,
then.
just-
As a new system. A, B, C, D, E, F. Looking up rules.
I don't know if that just, like,
not the
always
letter that
applies.
comes
What's that, Ike?
Not the letter that comes after that.
Gee.
Thank you. I think I just couldn't believe that Jim would mess up the alphabet like that, but actually that's like
You always have such nice things to not say about me.
oh no, I
Okay, so in this case, Trent, yeah, persistent damage. Persistent damage comes from effects like acid, being on fire, yada yada yada. X is the amount of damage dealt. Instead of taking persistent damage immediately, you take it at the end of each of your turns as long as you have the condition. Rolling any damage dice at the end of each time. After you take the persistent damage, roll a DC 15 flat check to see if you recover from it. You can also sometimes attempt to spend an action or have an assist on your turn to reduce it. So at the end of its turn, it'll take 2 points of damage and then have a chance to go out and
Cool.
have the fire go out.
Okay.
And it's its turn.
See, so I moved, I threw, but I get
Yep.
2 more attacks, right?
No, you moved, you threw. Unless you have an action that lets you move and throw as 1. Otherwise, you have just 1 action left.
Yeah.
You already had the bomb out. Or because you can draw and throw bombs.
crossbow, yeah. Draw and throw. But I have 1 attack left.
Yeah, you have 1 action
Is
left.
that at that minus? That's the 3rd attack thing, or is that the
Second attack this turn.
So take a shot with that fucking hand crossbow. then.
Oh, yeah.
And remember, yeah. Tink. Miss. Alright. So it is now top of the order. It's the large creature's turn. And you know, it's got Karen standing right in front of it. So
it doesn't have
It's
a
not-
Felix.
yeah, it doesn't have a Felix standing in front of it, much to Felix's delight.
So is it attacking Karen?
It's probably going to. But double check its battle programming and its motivation here. How are you feeling? How are you motivated? Interesting.
So what's your strategy?
I did just stab it with a spear and then smash it in the head with a wok, so it might be kind of pissed.
I just put some
Yeah,
fire
it's
on its
definitely
fucking
going to
face.
attack you.
Okay, then as
Do you
my...
have a reaction?
yeah, I was just going to say, immediately as my reaction, I'm going to raise my shield. So now it can attack
All
me.
right. Go ahead. Did you have that programming on?
Yeah, go for it. My AC is
Okay,
now
so it's
19.
gonna bite at you with its jaws. Boom. Big slash.
Oof,
Ooh, that's
ah,
a hit.
Almost.
Ooh, let's check out some damage here on Karen as its jaws just chomp into you. 11
Ah,
points of damage.
fuck!
I don't like it.
And then it's gonna lash out with its tail. Because its tail is agile, so it's only at a -4.
Oof.
As it chomps into its tail, whips around. Ooh!
Oh,
natural
shit.
20.
Jesus Christ. This thing's rolling. I might
Yeah,
not be able to fix this.
that's a crit. Ugh.
Yeah.
Almost dead
Alright.
again.
So let's just go ahead and do this manually. Now,
How is a
have to
26 a
allow-
crit? I have 19 as AC.
oh, it did the crit for. There you go. 18 points of damage.
That makes me unconscious. Yeah, I'm dying. I'm on
And
the ground.
dying. Yeah, there you go.
Cool.
And you've already been dying once today.
Mm-hmm. Now I am
Wait,
dying
wait,
too.
what is your orc ability?
Oh wait, yeah, I've got that orc thing. Orc
Is
ferocity.
it once per day? Because it's still the
Once
same
per
thing.
day, yeah. So I've already done that.
Okay.
So yeah, I am actually unconscious this time. On the
You are
ground.
dying 1.
Yes.
Yeah.
Bye bye.
Not great.
Go to sleep.
Stay on the
Ooh.
other side.
And then I think it'll just kind of like territorially crouch over your body. It's
Oh, I'm gonna eat him.
Death roll.
Oh God, no.
What? Crocodile death roll? You don't? No? Okay.
They're the worst.
Man, I wish I had one more action.
Ugh,
Okay.
I'm glad you do not.
You know, it's going to take a step kind of around the corner here. Yeah.
Are you hiding from me, you little bitch?
The goblin can smack talk, so it kind of climbs over Karen's body a little bit in the corner. Now it's Tam's turn. Tam's turn.
Okay.
Tam's turn.
Okay.
And it looks so much like an R next to an N.
Yeah, Tarn.
Yeah.
I could see that.
Okay, so I am going to use my last heal spell for the day. 2 actions.
Okay, so you're gonna go ranged. God, I do love the change of the heal spell so much.
It's super nice. Don't have to do the meta magic thing to get ranged healing.
I was just feeling it gives the clerics so much freaking
I
flexibility.
have something fucked up.
What's that?
My sling attacks for the same damage at the same, well, for more damage at the same hit compared to my short bow.
Yeah, the only difference is the range.
Wait, did you apply the persistent damage on him?
I did not. My bad.
Oh yeah, 2 damage. Good call, Trent.
What if the 2 damage kills the dragon?
That would be great.
It's the end of its turn, but it did not.
That'd be awesome.
I've applied it.
You have to roll to make sure he's still on fire.
Oh yeah, I do.
15 flat check.
Thank you, Trent.
Stop
Ooh,
giving
it
all
makes
the
it.
clues.
It is off fire.
Ooh.
Well, Trent, thank you for helping me out.
Oh, it still took 2 damage because of his
I'm here for it.
suggestion.
Hey, can I?
Actually, you know what? Because I've been really bad about doing these things. Trent, hero point.
Hey.
Okay.
What all are those for? Is it just for advantage?
Hero points can do a couple things. But one thing to keep in mind is that hero points do not carry over between our individual sit-down sessions.
Right.
Forget levels or story. Every session you start with a hero point. And
Yeah.
at the end of a session, you lose every hero point that you have.
Right.
They can do a couple of cool things. Let's see. You can spend them to avoid dying.
Oh. Can you do that as like a reaction or something?
Not as a reaction on your turn.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it'll be sort of the primary way to not worry about this. So real quick, hero points. You can spend 1 hero points to re-roll a check. You must use the second result. That's called a fortune effect, which means you can't use more than 1 hero point. You can also choose to spend all of your remaining hero points, which it has to be all of them, minimum 1, to avoid death. You do this when your dying condition would increase. Oh, so yes, you do it as if you would have done it on your turn, so we can retcon that. You lose the dying condition entirely and stabilize with 0 hit points.
Oh, then yeah.
You also don't gain the wounded condition or increase its value from losing the dying condition in this way. But if you've already had that condition, you don't lose it or decrease its value. So basically, as you go down, you can spend the hero point and have it knock you up.
Okay, then yeah, please. I would love to do that.
Yeah, go ahead and modify your character sheet
Okay.
as such.
There, I just used it.
All right, and I gotta see if there's a way I gotta have a button award one, but Trent, go ahead and put yourself at 2 because you know
Yes,
how.
I moved myself to 2.
Excellent.
I am number 2.
So Tam,
You're damn right. You're number
talk to
2.
me about casting.
All right, so casting a 2 action
Okay.
heal spell on Karen.
Yes. Ooh,
So you heal for 12.
that's so nice. Oh, that's so good. So that
And,
puts me at 8.
Uh,
There we go.
so that's 2 actions. I got 1 more action.
Don't you have to concentrate on your bless or something to increase its range?
No, plus it's always going. If he takes an action to concentrate, the radius just grows. Every time you concentrate, the radius
If you
grows.
do that, I can gain bless on my next turn.
Well, I was debating on moving.
Oh,
So-
your call.
God, that is such a cool way to interact with buff spells.
Mm-hmm.
I just want to play this game more.
So if I move here, am I threatening?
If you have a melee weapon of any kind in your hand, yes.
I do. Yes.
Yes,
Okay.
you are. You're threatening.
will move.
Keep in mind
I will
that
move there as my second action.
most likely you do not have an attack of opportunity skill because you're not a fighter.
No, I don't. But I can also be another target to try to
Yes.
take a shot instead of Karen.
Yep,
Mm.
most definitely. But I will also say, for what it's worth, that I mean that's probably a good tactical way. It does have reach, but making yourself the closest target does,
Karen is down on the ground and seemingly dead.
Yeah.
So
Okay, so
It's not flanked,
yeah,
is it?
can't do that. No, not yet.
Okay.
All right, it is now Felix's turn. Felix is sick in 1.
It's second one, so the first action is going to be the bar. I could have done without that. Thank you.
No, I think it was necessary.
Barf, you bastard. That sucked.
You're bad at barfing.
The only thing one of the things I love about digital dice roller is that there is still like a visual die that is rolling. Because for a second I was like, oh shit! It was like teetering on a 17 and then flopped over.
Yeah, instead I got that one. So anyway, I don't barf, presumably. I'm going to make the executive call that he
Well, I mean,
probably wasn't enough.
it was not enough. You can decide if that means you dry heave or don't barf or whatever that is, but that is failure. You can do that as many times as you want.
That's an angry
That takes an
face.
action.
you fart instead.
Yes, he farts. So instead, of course, I've still got that bow out, and there's still an angry dragon.
No, it definitely has cover at this point, so put -2 on that attack on your modifier, which will stack with, I guess it'll be -1
Because he's got bless.
because it's second will
Oh
auto
yeah, I
apply.
didn't apply the last before.
You could move and might be able to
Yeah, get out
negate
of
that
cover.
cover.
Yeah, but that's an action.
Right.
Oh god,
Still has
turn
2.
lost connection.
Yeah, but if I move,
I'm here. I have no idea what happened now.
if I
Oh, okay.
move and reestablish, I don't know. Yeah, that's a good point. Because I'm out of kind of the way of things. How far can I move in a round if I'm not provoking? Or am I still provoking?
You don't know. You are inside of its reach, but it so far has not taken any attacks of opportunity.
Then if I take one step to the east, is that
It still has cover. You need to do a full move. But let me say this: like you have seen other people move inside of its reach, and it has not gotten a free attack at them.
yeah, but I don't trust you, you're a bastard.
That's
Fair.
fair. You're still in 5 spaces.
Does it still have cover if I attack it from where I am with the spear?
No.
So drop bow and pick up spear from ground.
Does your spear have reach? Yes, it does.
Yeah, it's a long
Yeah,
spear.
he is a long spear. I'm the one with the short spear.
Since I dropped the spear right here last turn.
I'm gonna say because there's a bit of a wall there, you don't have cover, but the cover is now just negated by the blast. It's a flat bone. It's a flat. The two knock each other out. It's only light
Okay,
cover.
cool. Then drop the spear, drop the bow, pick up the spear.
That's a miss.
Oh wait, that's right. No, I didn't roll it on the thing.
Yeah,
I put it down.
Still a miss. Way worse, even.
All right.
What's
Now,
important is that I tried, and maybe the real spear is the forensic.
am I
No, you're not one of the friends.
that wasn't what I was asking. Am I prone?
Yes, you're most definitely prone. You're also unconscious.
No, I was just healed back to 12 hit
No, you're
points.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
So yes.
I
you
used
are
the hero
prone
point to not
and
go unconscious.
technically sharing a space.
Yeah. Would it be
No,
possible?
the hero point gives you 9. Hero point does take you unconscious.
Oh, okay, gotcha. But
The
then
nice
the
thing is you
healing
can
brought me
heal
to
back.
conscious.
Yeah, the nice thing is because you spent the healing point, because like hypothetically you could have not spent the hero point and Nate could have still brought you back. The difference being that because you spent the hero point, your wounded condition is 0.
Oh, okay, that helps.
So like it's not one of those things where like if you go down, like you're not going to have that basically that impression of your previous unconsciousness.
Cool.
You're not going to be that step closer to death next time.
That helps.
Yes.
So would I be able to move down to the square that would make me flanking it with Tam? It would be the below its bottom left square, one south of the bottom left of its square. Is there any way I
So
could move
I
there?
believe that when you are prone, the only thing you are allowed to do is stand up.
Okay. But then I
You're
can.
lying on the ground. You are flat-footed, -2 circumstance and attack rolls. The only move actions you can take. Oh, you can take crawl or stand.
I can take crawl. But then
Yes.
would I still be prone when I get to my destination?
Most definitely.
Okay, so I'm going to take 2 actions to crawl, and then 1 to stand, or 1 to crawl, 1 to stand, so 2 actions total, and end up here standing. Does that make sense?
Well, remember, you also, when going unconscious, you drop everything in your hands.
Oh shit. Okay, so I'm so I have to grab my shield and spear. Are those 2 actions total to grab those?
Yeah, one per.
1 per. Shit. Okay. Then yeah, I'm gonna grab both of them and then just stab up at it from where I'm at. So that's a minus
Okay.
what modifier?
-2, +1 from blessed, so a net -1.
Okay. All right. Now we figured this out. So that's gonna be with the spear. So that's this guy on the monster this time.
Oh shit!
Oh shit, son!
Critical hit.
Yeah, it's a crit.
It keeps
Brr,
the
brr,
crit
brr,
programming in
brr.
there. When you draw the damage over, it'll auto multiply
It will?
and everything.
Oh,
Yeah,
good.
that's what. At least it did what I did to you. See, there you go.
Yes.
Oh,
Ooh, that's a good hit too.
Oh, that's
18
fucking
damage. Shit, yeah.
You come down beneath it, it just thrust up into its belly. The thing just rears up and slumps down, falling. It's pulling itself down your trident.
Harpoon.
So it is dying.
Yes, it has gained the dying condition.
Okay, so it is no longer a threat.
I like to imagine that I put it up under its jaw here, and as it went up into its skull, it stopped at the brain, and I'm just holding it up with the tip of my harpoon at the back of its skull. And then I just, little help, please. I'm trying to roll it off of me.
So with that, I'm going to trigger Death's Calling.
Ooh, yeah, your
Okay.
thing.
Yep. So what was the creature's level?
Oh yeah, this is a good one to do it on. This is a level 2 creature.
Mm.
Right. So I get 7 temporary hit points.
Shit, that's awesome.
How many of those last
Or,
words?
I'm sorry, 6. Yeah, 1 minute.
Right.
So
So it's all just kind of. No, hey, that's such a cool ability. You get that back every. You can just take a 10-minute focus to get that back, right?
yes, that's a focus ability.
It's such a cool ability.
Or it's like, you guys got this? Because I think we need to go stop the half-light up there from killing goblins.
Yeah, Charlie wants to scream out, "Hey, motherfuckers, stop where you are!"
In common or goblin?
Oh, definitely goblin.
And the goblins are just screaming out like, "Oh, you speak goblin! Help us, please! This halfling's gone mad!"
None of you fucking move.
I'll yell out.
Okay, are we out of combat now?
I'm gonna say no
Oh,
because
okay.
because of
Oh,
what's
cool.
going on.
Then, okay.
Goblins, up here.
So I guess that makes it Charlie's turn then.
What? Oh my god! They actually did a whole sound set for this game. I did not pay attention at all.
What?
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
so
not
this
right
would have been the
technology,
fight we just
is it?
finished.
I'm throwing shade at you.
I heard.
I know, just making sure you know what I mean to you. It's always.
Nice.
Why are we friends?
Something comment about James's stature. Something Slim Shady.
He's fucking huge. I mean, I'm a manlet compared to him.
I mean, he's tall.
Yeah, I'm like 5'8".
Yeah, we'll just keep it on this one for now.
I stare straight up at the dude's chin. Yeah, my wife's 4'10". Imagine what she feels.
Yeah, but when James turns sideways, he disappears.
Yeah, but does he turn sideways? No, he always has to look at you because he's always talking.
That's true. All right. So I get to bust out something kind of special now.
Oh.
Oh, the lingerie I bought you.
I'm really appreciative of that, just by the way. Okay. So, You guys just now you guys get kind of a chance to look around a little bit and start breathing. We're still in combat time, so I'm going to keep that. But what you see now is you see a short flight of stairs leading down to an open-air courtyard. That's from the south, surrounded by imposing octagonal walls. There's a heavy iron gate that separates it from the halls to the south near those same stairs. A few errant milkweeds and tufts of crabgrass protrude from the cracked cobblestone flooring. Well, in this image, it looks a lot more like dirt, so let's say it's very dirt-caked cobblestone. The ground to the west, where the creature came from, is sunken in with a natural pool of rainwater. To the north, where you stepped out, the battlements have partially collapsed into a huge mound of stone and wooden rubble over which you just fought this gigantic beast. The top half of a flight of stairs still rises into the battlements above the collapsed section of the walls, with broken plants, the bottom half lying plants in the bottom half lie with the rubble below. A thick rope has been affixed via a grappling hook to the lower portion of the stairs that dangles down within a few feet of the top of the rubble. So you could work your way up, but so you have to run over there and give me a climb check.
I will do that. Is it my? Oh wait, no, it's Charlie's turn, isn't it?
Well, we'll in a second because I now, yeah, we'll do that.
What's milkweed?
So it's a weed.
It's kind of
You're a
funky.
weed.
Thanks.
It's a milkweed.
Hey, ask a stupid question.
All my questions are stupid. You don't always give stupid answers.
So, one second, real quick.
I don't know why I'm so outwardly antagonistic at random moments.
It's just who you are.
I find my channel.
Okay, so who's got the next turn? Karen, you just killed it.
Yep, I think it's Charlie's. I used all 3 of my actions.
It's your turn.
Excellent. I'd like to do a 5 and first roll to 5. Make sure that my speed is here.
And the goblins, you hear now that they kind of see another goblin, they're just crying down at you, please! And goblin, please help us! Please! He's gone crazy! He's going to kill our chief! Our chief!
So there's
don't
just
let
like
him kill her."
one that's like threatening.
So you as you're getting a little closer, you can kind of see a little bit that you see this halfling, and he does appear to have a goblin just held full on hostage style. He's kind of screaming at them like, "Stay back, you filthy pointed-eared green fuckers! Stay back, or I'll slit her throat. I'll do it right now."
Oh, and we think this is the little tanner's son or whatever it is.
You think it's
little devil.
You think it's probably the bookseller's apprentice that sent the
yeah,
five
right.
you're here
Right,
track
right,
down.
And where
Alright,
is
so
the?
I
We
wanna
need him alive. We need him alive. We need him alive. We need him alive.
point my crossbow at him and be like, "Hey, motherfucker! This tip of this little crossbow thing here is the most deadly poison in the goddamn universe. Don't move him fastly." And I want to basically is there like intimidate?
It's under your
Yeah,
skills
intimidate.
list. There's also deception.
I'm also going to check really quickly.
Hey, if the crossbow bolt is like super poisoned, can Charlie shoot Felix with it so the bar?
Maybe. There you go.
Damn. He don't even got a roll. He doesn't try to dodge it.
It definitely does not have poison on it.
Oh, what?
And
Don't blow up your friends like that.
as you do, Calmont, who you presume to be Calmont, the bookseller's apprentice, just kind of shouts down, "I can't even see you. I can't even see you from up here. You're no threat to me."
You said he's on the eastern stair?
He's up in the battlements.
Oh.
They're about 25 feet above the courtyard.
Count on, I swear to God. I'm about to
Like,
fucking
you
throw
don't even have a clean shot from where you're at.
Yeah, right. I mean, that's as far as I can move as well.
Well, yeah, that was one action. You still have 2 actions left.
Oh, which I can use for movement as well.
Yeah,
Dang.
Pathfinder 2nd Edition, there are no different kind of actions anymore. You just have 3 actions period. So if you want to give me an athletic, yeah, when you get to the top of the stairs, if you really want to give me a check, you can climb up.
At the top of the stairs?
Yeah, we'll just do it there for simplicity. Don't need an athletics check.
That's a 12.
So you're not quite able to get a feel of the rope. You try your hands and you just kind of hear them up there, and the goblins are just pleading, like, it makes of common and goblin. They're so skilled from back and forth. It's like, no, please don't kill her. Please don't kill her. I'm gonna fucking kill you. And, all right, so now it will pop around to Tam's turn.
Okay. What's my normal movement? 20. Okay.
25.
Yeah, it's 20. I'm wearing armor.
Oh, gross.
And your strength isn't high enough to negate that.
I don't believe so. To be fair, I have no idea how that works.
You have to be strong enough to use it without the speed penalty.
Yeah. Scale mail.
It's like it's like your
Your strength is 12, so no, you have the penalty of wearing it.
So 5, 10, 15, 20. 5, 10, 15, 20. What kind of range does that put me in?
It's 25 feet up. The stairs go a little way, but you have to make a climb check to make the final ascent.
Oh no, from the guy. What range am I looking at? To the dude.
To the guy, because he's on the battlements, you're looking at about 25, 30 feet.
25, 30 feet.
You can't fully see the battlements up top until you get up there.
Okay.
You just kind of see like the tops of heads. It's goblins at halfling, so they're not towering over the edge of the battlements.
20. So I'll move to there.
Okay.
So I'm only partway up the stairs. Do I need to roll for that, or?
No, you don't need to roll to get to the top of the stairs. Then you need to make an athletics check to get up on the battlements.
Gotcha.
All right, is that all three of your actions?
Yes, it is.
All right, Felix.
Oh, you know what it's time for?
Barfin?
What's that?
Oh, no.
I don't know what a one on a barf roll means. I'm afraid.
You poo yourself a bit.
You try to put your finger down your throat, but you put it in your nose instead.
My tactical nose pick.
Oh, tactical pick.
I'm just gonna stare at that number for a little bit and ponder what I've done.
Something to irritate.
You can try the fortitude saves as many times as you want. You just have to use an action for it.
Yeah, but I'm wondering if this isn't the same, you know? Anyway, I'm gonna try to barf again.
Go for it.
Just go right there. Try you in the corner.
You know what?
Don't worry, Phillips. We'll take care of them.
Does a 12 do it? Spend your entire turn retching.
I just imagine Felix doing the thing like a cat trying to hawk up a curveball in the corner.
How do you know he's not a cat?
You know, I don't make assumptions.
True.
Very polite of you. Anyway, he's not a cat.
So I think that makes it me then?
Yeah, if you're not going to do... Oh, you tried it again, still did. God, that's rough. Yeah, Karen, you are prone, but you have all your shit together.
Okay. Then I'm going to stand and book it over there, and it's 50 feet, so I can get 2 here, but I can't climb because I don't have enough actions.
Okay.
So that's my whole turn, is just getting there.
So you kind of sprint up, and you're just hearing the goblins up there crying. Charlie, your turn.
Oh, hell yeah.
If you want to hold your action until I can get over there, I can assist you in climbing.
Aren't you already giving the bless because you're 10 feet away from us?
Just on attack.
Just on attack rolls.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Yeah, I could do a skill check to attempt to climb, right? Essentially.
I'm just gonna wait here for a little bit. Hey, motherfucker, don't fucking move, I'm gonna kill you. Yeah. Rough, buddy.
Okay, I'll try again. Since I'm just standing here. Is 12 enough? No. And the third time.
I'm so small, my tiny little legs.
Welcome to level 1, y'all.
My legs are so small.
Sorry, I'm checking something real quick.
Oh, as I was running over, I was putting my spear on my back, and my shield is already attached to my arm, so that's fine. I don't want it armed, is what I'm saying.
Okay.
I need both hands to climb.
That's what it's called.
You're a handy fella.
So, by the way, guys, I was wrong about something. Aiding is DC 20.
Oh, shit.
You can also aid on skill checks and attack rolls.
What is aid? Is it a flat check?
No, you make a check of the same kind you're attempting to aid in DC 20.
Wait,
Ooh.
you can aid on an attack?
Yeah, so like if you're like
How
I
would
don't,
that function?
you roll an attack roll, DC 20, not attempting to hit. If you hit the DC, then the person you're assisting gets +2 on their next attack on their attacks against it.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Go away, dog. Good God.
So like if you have a really
No,
good like if
no,
you have someone who's attacking it and with it like they're weak to or something like that, and you can't do much, you can attempt to assist or step up their attack.
Oh, okay.
Go away. Go away.
You're like, let me help your aim. You like stand behind them.
So Charlie tries to climb.
I think where you like really sexily stand behind them and like
Ghost, but for attacking.
Yeah, exactly. That's Patrick Swayze. Alright, damn, it's your turn.
Alright. I'm just going to move over here, and I'm going to assist, or attempt to aid anyone who...
I don't need it. At least I shouldn't.
I'm still going to try to aid anyone who comes over here to try to help.
So here's what you can do. You can spend 2 actions to ready an action, which will be to aid the next person, then aid Charlie when Charlie attempts.
Okay, I will do that.
Alright, so that means Felix, it's your turn. So you're going to be unable to aid. Mate.
Man,
Yeah,
DC 20 is tough.
Because of DC 20.
I thought it was DC 15, but
No, I just checked. It's DC 20 to aid.
What is
Johnny,
the...
what's the DC to bar?
You're looking for 18, I think.
Can we say that 215s add up to 18?
You are terrible at barfing.
Well, no, I think it's barfing. It's just not like, that's not doing it for him. It's not really clear.
Oh, good lord.
Alright. So, Karen, now it's your turn.
Okay, I'm going to attempt to climb the rope.
This is not a high DC on the rope. I literally look, there's a whole thing. It's like DCs by level. I'm looking for the level 1 DC.
There it
Boom,
is.
You critically succeed.
Yeah.
So I'll say that you
make
clear
that
the
rope,
rope.
bitch.
So
I
I'm
scale
gonna say,
it
guys,
quickly.
I'm for a little bit of green management because look what should show up
Oh, shit.
at the tops of the battlements.
Oh, God.
And standing right there. Boom. Calmont. So it's going to move you in 1 action. You are now here.
Okay.
You see Calmont up there, and you can kind of look over, and he just. Oh, where is it? His hair is wildly all over the place. And he's just gesturing about with the combination of his hand and the hand of the knife. And he's just he looks over and who are you? Oh, wait, you're You're one of those do-gooders from the town. You were supposed to burn in the fire. What are you doing here? No closer, no closer. I'll cut this goblin's ear off if you don't leave right at once.
Just an ear, bro. Chill out.
Would you consider Calmont to be behind cover?
Yes.
Yes?
Yes. From your angle, the edge of the battlements and the goblin he's holding in front of him.
What kind of cover? Full?
+2. I imagine that upon seeing you on his turn, but he'll be at a full 4. I think he would have taken an action to take cover behind the goblin he's holding. You see that around him there are a group of other goblins that all seem to be sort of opposing him. None of them have anything or armed with anything except for a torch. And it's very clear that he's been threatening them that if they get any closer,
Okay.
he will kill her.
No, just let him cut her ear off.
All right.
He said that he'll cut her ears off if you don't leave at once.
This is a really bad idea, but
If you come closer, I'll kill her. If you come any closer, I'll kill her.
am I close enough to still be getting blessed from Tam?
No.
No?
You've gone 25 feet up the rope.
Okay. And you
So
said it.
with your critical success with 1 action. For everyone else, it would be a climb check and 2 actions.
Okay. Okay.
We're not 10 feet up the rope.
Okay, this is a terrible idea. So I'm at a -4 to attack?
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to hurl my harpoon at him.
Not the way you
Oh, not how I wanted that to go. Okay, well, I'm just going to assume that drops, and then I'm just going to sprint.
No. With critical miss, I am going to say something in this very particular circumstance happens.
Oh no,
That goblin is
bro.
dead.
I'm going to say that you... Are you familiar with the movie Speed?
Vaguely, not super.
Absolutely.
Well, that whole thing goes below 60 miles per hour, he'll die.
But is anyone else familiar with the ending of the movie Speed?
Yes, I am.
Nate, would you like to give a brief description of what happens at the end of the movie Speed? Spoiler alert.
You know what? No, I think this one's on you.
Yeah, because I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, at the end of the
No,
movie Speed,
I do. I don't remember the details.
Keanu Reeves' character is a cop who's got a lot to prove. He always has this hotshot theory that, like, when someone has a hostage, you should just shoot the hostage, like in the leg. That way the hostage taker can't carry them with him. So you hit the hostage.
Oh, shit. Okay.
I'm going to say critical miss.
Yeah, that's fair.
He's an action to hide behind it. That's going right in the hostage. So here's what I'm going to do. There are not combat stats. I'll just tell you that right now for this goblin, because it's not a program where they're like, yeah, we're going to have to fight the goblin who's taken hostage.
Wait, Pathfinder didn't prepare for this?
Oh, shit. They should have.
Well, in a few ways. So what I'm going to do is you are going to hit this goblin. I have some HP here for a goblin of this kind. I will say that as the chieftain, this is not just a rank and file goblin. So you've got that going for you. But I would like you to roll damage.
Okay.
Not critical damage, because it's a critical failure, not a critical hit. So the harpoon is now in the goblin.
Gah. And then
What's going on? What's going on
And
up
she
there?
just screams. You speak goblin?
I do, yeah.
So she screams out in goblin. You know, we have this feature, so let's go ahead and use it.
A screaming goblin? Because Sirenscape probably has that.
Well, I know it does. I think I have it in the set ready to go. Let's see what we got under G. Oh, it's not in alphabetical order.
Of course.
All right, what do we got for some sound effects? It's a dramatic sound. No, that's not the right one.
Hooray! You harpooned the goblin chief.
Good over it. I have saved you.
Honestly, I could do that. I have another action.
So it sticks in,
Oh,
and
strength,
he screams out in Goblin.
Honestly, you know what? I still have one action left. I could try that.
Did Pathfinder account for that?
So she screams that out in Goblin.
Yeah, so do I. Hey, speaking of languages, we never decided what Felix is like 2 extra languages.
Or like the spell that you can cast as your variant on human.
Hey, can I make my spell that I can cast force barfing? Electric force barfing.
I don't think it's a spell, but let's see if you can roll a little better. Alright, so you do have one action left, Eli.
Okay. Would you say that the harpoon is stuck in the goblin?
It is in her, yes. No, I'm gonna say that would have scraped across it because it's not a hit on her. It's not a critical hit, which is what you can do
Oh,
with
okay.
other people.
Okay.
So it just into her and like slices through
Okay,
her
gotcha.
chest.
Then I'm going to yell that in Goblin and use my last move to run up and use my intimidating glare right on Calmont.
Okay, so
So
you
that's
run up
just
and just stare him down, and he has no idea. He just doesn't know what's going on. But I think doing your intimidation is an action.
Oh, is it? Oh, well, it failed anyway.
Basically,
So.
everything's an action now. But
That's
sure
right.
enough, it is the halfling's turn now.
Now I'm right up in his face. I think
You are,
I'm on a
but-
half thing. There we go.
And as you rush up, he lifts the dagger up to go for her ear. And just as he's trying to spend one action trying to cut one of her ears off. But he's so distracted by you rushing in that the goblin sees this, and she just ducks, twists, and turns in a way that's sort of similar to what you've seen Charlie do a couple times. And she takes off, runs past you, back to the other goblins. Looks at you, just, you see what you made me do? I'm gonna stick you, and he kind of just comes at you.
Okay. He's got like a dagger.
Yeah, he does.
Oh, and as my reaction, I'm raising my shield.
Okay.
It's still raised from before, but yeah.
So, boom!
Oh, barely, but yeah.
7 points of damage.
Jesus
The
Christ.
dagger stabs at you. I'll show you. I'll show you. Don't you get to messing with me? He's kind of just panicking. He's gonna follow up with his last attack.
If Felix can ever barf, I'll let you know that this guy has issues.
Miss with the follow-up attack.
Good.
Oh, you know what? I can go ahead and put him on the tracker for you now.
Ah, yes.
You know what? You do know what this guy is, so let's go ahead and there you go. He's ID'd for you now.
Sweet.
All right, that's Charlie's turn.
Charlie would like to try to climb. This is you don't aid, right?
I did not know.
Aw.
Hey, you make it. Hey. It'll take you 2 actions, but you'll get to the top.
So basically, I'm at the top.
Yep, and you have 1 action left. You're now on the other map.
Is the check not included in the 2?
That was it. Yeah.
Okay.
The check is your check and the first part of climbing and another action to finish the climb. So
I did it in
got
1
action
because I
left.
critted.
I gotcha. Do I need to pull out the crossbow with an action then?
Yeah, you probably would have.
Okay.
So you get up top and you pull out the crossbow.
Don't fucking move.
More of you from the town? I'll have to cut off your ears then.
Let's turn after that.
This guy needs to get another move. Jeez.
Yeah, look. Welcome to Corneria. Alright, Cam, it's your turn.
Like, not everyone even has ears. His move doesn't even always work.
Welcome to
thank you so
Corneria.
much.
What a timely reference, James.
Yes, Felix
I
thinks
agree.
all of this as he lays down where the dragon died.
If my own vomiting experiences or anything, I guess it meant your face is against the cobble, like against the rock of the castle. Oh god, it feels so cool and nice.
I mean, I can think of a rapidly cooling thing that's very nearby.
I thought it smelled bad on
On
the
the
outside.
outside.
Alright, I'm gonna try to climb the thing. Nope.
Not your first one. Try
Oh,
again.
no, I'm thinking about Felix just, like, cutting open the dragon and huffing it to try to make himself
Gross.
Alright, you go for it again if you want, Nate. Just
Oh,
just start climbing up. You'll have one more action on your next turn to get up there. But no more checks.
hey.
Okay.
Felix, speaking of your vomit exploration,
So can I get a narrative bonus to my roll for, like, huffing the dragon?
no.
But you passed!
Hey.
No,
No, it's DC 18.
that's
Oh, is
the
it
narrative difficulty, for instance.
Remember, because he kept pulling 17s and all
Oh, there it is.
There you go.
He
There
did
it
it.
is. Finally, just finally,
I'm
the
just
last
saying,
thing.
there's a fucking incredible, like, gin and tequila mixed drink noise.
But for a second, they said Jim like me, and I'm like, you've never seen me drink tequila.
Oh, nice. No, I'm just saying, he watered down a gin with tequila.
You just lost like a third of your body weight.
He still has one action though.
You still have an action.
No, I'm going to override that narratively. He just lays there for the final action.
Alright, and I'll say the point is the
No,
role
it's
playing and just like a
doesn't-
touch of pity. You get it. Take a bottle, take a hero point for that.
No, I have a third action. I'm going to complete my role playing by having taken that third action to move next to the dragon.
Just kind of crawling.
Facilitate barking.
Alright. Seriously, take a hero point for that.
Also, Felix is prone now.
Okay. Take a hero point.
For some reason that says I have 8.
Oh, I
There
see
we
how
go.
to do that.
On your character sheet, there's a hero
Yeah,
point area. Just change it to
I have
2.
one now. I have 2 now.
Yeah, you always start with 1. Every session, you get 1 at the beginning. Alright.
I would actually put you a barf. I'm gonna piss you off.
Okay.
Yeah. Your turn.
I'm going to smack this thing in the face with my shield. Calmon. Just like on edge on, just Captain America. Oh, crap.
Do I have any good reaction?
Critical miss.
Leave him alive, leave him alive, leave him alive.
I'm not trying to kill him. I'm
Wait,
just...
no, yeah. That's,
Okay. Cool. So, this is your first one.
Okay. Then I'm going to drop my spear and try to grab him and pick him up, like grapple him, basically.
Ooh, okay.
gonna-
There's some combat maneuvers.
Yeah,
I believe that's an athletics check.
athletics. Yeah, that sounds right.
My fortitude DC. But you know what? Let's just check out grapple. A, B, C, D, E, F.
Yeah.
Grapple.
Yeah, I definitely want to grapple this turn, or this action.
Okay, grapple is an athletics action. It's a skill action on
Okay.
page 242. For those of you reading along at home. So let's talk about this shit.
Yeah, figure this out, because this is not going to be the last time I'll do this.
Athletics ability requirement: you have to have at least one hand free.
I just dropped my spear.
Your target cannot be more than one size category larger than you.
It is smaller than me.
So you're going to attempt to grab an opponent with your free hand. You're going to attempt an athletics check against their fortitude DC. So one thing that's kind of nice is everyone has a DC. Anything you have a skill in or a check in, you have a DC in now. And that DC is just 10 plus that 1. So I'm looking at, I won't tell you what it is, but I'm looking at his fortitude save. And now he has a fortitude DC. It's 10 plus that. That's the DC for your athletics action.
Do I get a bonus for being larger? Because I'm medium, he's small.
Not in this case, no.
Okay. All right, then I'm going to attempt my athletics check with.
So it has different things based on success, failure, critical success, critical failure.
Okay.
It did not take me 3 rounds with this.
So 14 is just going to be a failure.
Okay.
You will fail to grab your opponent. If you already had your opponent grabbed or restrained, those conditions end.
Okay. I
You
still
could
have.
have grabbed out at Calmon and he
Okay.
Sucks. That's
Not-
an action. You still have one action left.
I'm going to attempt one more time to grab him.
That's not attacks. There's no iterative things. 24. So
There
it's
we go.
success. Your opponent is grabbed until the end of your next turn unless you move or your opponent escapes.
Okay.
So now, grab is a condition. We can just go ahead and pop that motherfucker on him.
Awesome.
So I'll do that. A, B, C, D, E, F.
Narratively,
grab.
I'd like to imagine that I grabbed him like this. Just like
Okay, yeah, you
narratively.
just grab onto it. Because grapple isn't like body lock wrestling.
Yeah,
Grapple's
yeah.
like kind of getting like a little bit of a lock in an arm or something
Yeah.
else. As a matter of fact, like I think I told you that example of like a fighter who has the ability to like through some enchantment or magic cast the cantrip shield.
Mm-hmm.
That leaves your hand free.
Mm.
So
That makes
Nate
sense.
and Trent and I actually played with a guy in the playtest who would do that for his shield as a fighter and went bastard sword, so he could grapple with one hand
Oh wow.
and then attack with the bastard sword while leaving the shield on.
That's awesome.
It was a really cool elf fighter. I
Yeah.
give props to that as being an interesting sort of interplay of rules. We look up what grab does just so we know because I'm interested in it.
Oh yeah. And again, this won't be the last time I'm gonna do this.
Yeah, and honestly, the system for combat maneuvers is slicker in Pathfinder.
It was so confusing in PF1. Lumbee was all about combat maneuvers.
So here's the deal. Grabbed. You're held in place by another creature, giving you the flat-footed and immobilized conditions simultaneously.
Cool.
If you attempt a manipulate action while grabbed, you must succeed at a DC 5 flat check, or any action with the manipulate tag is lost.
Okay.
But before any effects are applied. So that means two others are in effect. Immobilized. You cannot use any action with the move trait. If you're immobilized by something holding you in place, and an external force will move you out of your space. The force must succeed at a DC. You're also flat-footed, which is pretty fucking cool. Flat-footed is a -2 penalty to AC.
Hmm.
And some effects benefit from flat-footed, such as like sneak attack that or Felix has.
Okay. So that's my
So
whole turn.
It's now Calmont's turn. So motherfucker wants to escape. Because I actually believe. Let me check something. Strike. Okay, Strike does not have the manipulate tag, so he could attempt to do that. But I think he wants to try to escape, which is one action.
Do I get to defend against it or anything?
It's against your athletics DC.
Okay.
So let's see.
Let's
Escape.
Escape is probably acrobatics.
No, it's an unarmed attack modifier.
Oh. Huh.
Yeah, kind of
Weird.
cool. And it is an attack.
Hmm.
So successive attempts at escaping would take successive attack penalties.
Oh, cool. Okay.
Yeah. I don't just get 3 rolls. I get 3 increasingly worse rolls.
Yeah, that makes sense. Cool.
We gotta find out where the...
Do you have to be proficient in unarmed strike?
No.
Or trained, I mean, not proficient.
Okay. No. Yeah, everyone's considered trained in that.
Okay.
They're unarmed. You just don't get other bonuses as far as I know. I can double check that. But he is going to try to bust out against yours.
Okay.
So what's your DC?
My athletics bonus is +7, so I think that's a 17. 10
That's
plus.
correct.
Yeah.
All right. So I'm going to take my first one here. And let's go ahead and give this a try. Boom! Busts out. Rolled dead nice and high.
Fuck.
Breaks out with the first one. Breaks out from the ground. He sort of like breaks your arm away. And he's going to just stab.
Okay.
Actually, you know what? I think he's going to try to grapple you.
All right.
All right. What did I say? The DC was what's your fortitude save?
My fortitude, that's +7, I think. Yeah, +7. So 17 DC.
So fails to grapple you.
Okay.
And we'll just give up, and he'll go for the final attack at minus. We'll do a second attack, so he'll then stab you with the dagger. But since his breaking free of the grapple is an attack,
Mm-hmm. It's the second attack modifier. That makes sense.
Second attack modifier. Now, he's got a dagger, so that's agile.
Oh, yeah.
Or So it's only -4, but he's still going to go for it.
Yeah, but it's still the second attack.
Yep.
Yes.
Because of that distance, like, breaks free, tries to grab you back, you brush him off, goes in for the dagger, you step, you're kind of going back and forth. If you can imagine the camera kind of pulling back for a second, because you've got a late morning sun at this point, almost a midday.
Mm.
And so, for those of you who are kind of working your way up, you just have the silhouettes of this quick, fast halfling, wild hair and a dagger, and Karen up there, shield, going back and forth, almost a very sort of cartoony silhouette. You can almost imagine those like Adult Swim-esque cartoons. You have the silhouettes of the two just fighting against each other, grabbing, jumping, moving back, attacking, dodging, all on top of these battlements. Almost because it's 25 feet above the courtyard, it's 30 feet above the ground on the outside of the castle. So these tower.
Man, I love Kurosawa.
All right, Charlie, you're up there. You got your crossbow out. You're watching Karen just go back and forth with this halfling. And this halfling is like when the halfling hits, it looks like Karen is bleeding.
Quite a lot out of the thigh or something.
Yeah, I believe the rules are telling us you are heavily wounded.
Yeah.
You are at a quarter of your hit points. So what's Charlie gonna do?
Trent, you're muted.
Sorry. Can I get like here?
I would say that you
Space.
can, but it would be squeezing. So you'll take you'll kind of count as flat-footed, and you'll make Karen flat-footed as well. I think, let me see if squeezing is a rule before I just make one up.
It might be.
Well, it was in Pathfinder 1.
Yeah.
Are the squares accurate for this scale because they don't match up with the other map?
They don't, but it is considered accurate on the second floor. They're just a little different.
Okay.
And the battlements are a little thinner on top than the hallways beneath them at the bottom.
Gotcha. Okay, cool. I was just curious.
Yeah, I appreciate the question. I have played around with it a little bit. Yes, they are different. That is intentional. That is in the print book as far as I can tell as well. So there is an action squeeze. You contort yourself to squeeze through a space so small you can barely fit. Exceptionally small spaces, many tight spaces are just considered difficult terrain. So that's what it is. It would just be considered difficult terrain, Trent.
Okay, so yeah, so it's not
Just
but
takes
it is an
extra-
action.
No.
Okay.
Squeezing would be like contortion is small. To kind of just
Gotcha.
fit in a tight space like this, you're just in difficult terrain. So it just takes an extra space of movement to get in there.
So I want to drop my crossbow.
Okay.
Pull out a dagger.
Okay.
So that's 2 actions, correct?
Yep. So dropping the crossbow is free. So you've moved and drawn a dagger. That's 2. Yeah.
And then I want to stab it.
Go for it.
Stop. Ha!
So misses. I also got to remove grab from him really quickly because he broke that.
Oh, that's right.
All right. So that's Charlie's turn. So now we're over to the dead large creature. Damn!
He's up top.
1 action. Boom. You're up top, like a boss.
Alright. I'm gonna move to there.
Okay.
So
Second
that's
action.
2 actions.
The goblin's kind of big split, make way from the hall, looking at you like, what is it? What's going on? A couple of just kind of like meekly looks up and comment, just please help.
And I'm gonna try something here.
You stride past the goblin, just begging
Yep.
for help.
Oh, the goblin was asking for help?
And as you kind of strode by, he just looked up at you and kind of looked over the situation, just please help.
It's like, I'll do what I can. And I look over
Just for a
at...
second, like the eyes just like soften a little, like maybe.
So I look over at Kelmon and I was like, look, you're outnumbered, you're surrounded,
Right.
you're not getting out of this in one piece. Just surrender, no harm will come to anyone, and we'll end this here.
Right. So there is a diplomacy skill called Make an Impression.
Okay.
That takes a minute of conversation.
Okay.
Now, there's a feat, a skill feat, that lets you make a impression, and I believe in an action, at a penalty.
Gotcha, okay.
So I'll say that you narratively say that, but it doesn't take an action. He just kind of spits at you. Look like he's been stabbed.
Right.
Has he? No, he's perfectly fine.
Yeah, he's fine.
He's fine. I'm fine. So, just kind of looks at you and spits.
At least 1 minute. Okay. Gotcha.
But there are some skill feats. Like if you see yourself doing that, there's some skill feats. Like you make like quick impression, I think.
Okay.
There's a pretty. That's one of the. It's one of the codified kind of parts of the game. Like how to make you think.
Something.
Requesting is an action, but you can only make a request to a creature that's friendly or helpful to you. However, I will say this, Nate. If you want to start making an impression in 10 rounds, you then get a check.
I have a feeling it's not going to go that long.
No, but like, I will count this towards that. Like,
Oh no, I've got to think on gathering information, not.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
But here's what I'll say. For some reason, if the combat goes on, or if you also like defensively block him out that long, remind me, we're in round 6. At round 16, you get to make an attempt to make an impression.
Okay.
Additional modifiers based on what you do in those 10 rounds, but I'll say that during these 10 rounds, you are talking to him in addition to whatever else you're doing.
Yeah. Okay. I'm also gonna put a as I'm walking up, I'm gonna tap Karen and just kind of just do the really obvious wink.
Mhm.
You know, kind of follow my lead.
Okay.
But yeah, also I'll start that process then.
All right. So now it is Felix's turn, who's no longer sickened.
Not only no longer sickened, but not barfing anymore. Anyway,
Brave New World.
so how close can I get in a point? Can I get to a point where I have anything of a bead on my halfling in my full move?
In your full move, probably not.
Okay. How close can I get?
Let's see, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Did he have to use a movement to get up?
Yeah,
Oh yeah, I gotta stand up.
You
First
can
I
get
gotta stand up.
to here.
Okay, how far can I get in one action? Because I need 2 actions to stand up and get my spear back, or my bow back.
There.
Okay, that's where I am now.
Good.
And I shout out, "Hey guys! Oh!"
Karen, it's your turn.
Okay, I'm gonna attempt
While
to.
you're writing down, they're just, I'm done barfing.
I'm gonna try to grab this halfling again.
All right. See that athletics check. That's going to be good.
Yeah, I got him.
He'll do it.
Okay.
Yep, so we throw grab back on.
Dirty 20, excellent. Okay, so I'm gonna grab him. I'm gonna pick him up, and I'm gonna turn him over, and hold him over the battlement to my left, so that I'm holding, or either side. I want to hold him over the edge, and I want to use an intimidation on him.
So clarification, yeah. So you're grabbing him. You cannot move him.
I can't turn myself. Oh, how can I do that to turn him? I want to be able to. I'm trying to intimidate him by holding him over an edge.
You can try to kind of start pushing him that direction, but moving, I believe in another combat maneuver to move someone. Let me check. It's like already closed which page that was on.
Yeah, trying to intimidate by holding him over either side of this battlement.
Oh, it's under skills. So let's see, that was athletics, I believe. So you can do a couple of things with the athletics. Yeah, you can shove. You're trained in it. You can disarm.
Yep.
You can trip, grapple. So shove would be moving someone.
Shove?
Yeah, that'd be pushing an opponent away from you.
I'm not trying to actually knock him over. I'm just trying to intimidate him by holding him over the edge to be like, drop your weapon, essentially.
Well, you can intimidate. Let's see. So coercion.
Could I do my first check to grab him, do another athletics check, and we can call it a shove, and I can just move him over instead of actually literally shoving him?
Yeah, sure.
Do you want to just call the movement a shove?
Yep, athletic check, same thing. It's Fortitude DC.
Okay, so incoming.
Yeah, it'll let you move your opponent 5 feet on success.
Cool.
So you do it. You move him 5 feet, and as a part of that action, you are allowed to follow that movement.
Okay, yep. So I am doing that. I'm going to hold him over the edge of the battlement, over the far side where the grass is. So it's a real long fall. And I'm going to tell him, drop your whipping, or I will let go.
Okay, so to coerce someone with intimidation takes a minute. However,
Oh, shit.
demoralizing is an action.
Ah, then that.
Now, demoralizing will apply some combat penalties on them. However, it will not sort of change you cannot
Okay.
request them. So
Then
demoralize.
I'm not going to do that.
It-
Instead, I will use my last
it
action.
makes them frightened.
What's that? What's that?
If you pull it off, it makes them frightened.
Oh, frightened? Okay. Actually, no. I'm going to use my third action. You said I can use athletics to disarm?
Yes.
Okay, then I'm going to...
You're trained.
I am trained. I'm trained.
Yeah,
So,
so they get these attacks DC.
all right. So I'm going to attempt to get that dagger away from him.
Okay. Ooh, you just barely clear it with the
Yes!
You weaken your opponent's grasp. Oh, this is really interesting. You weaken your opponent's grasp on the item until the start of the creature's next turn. Future attempts to disarm the opponent gain +2 circumstance. Targeting the -2 penalty of attacks with that item.
I like to imagine I hit his wrist with my shield.
Bam! Slamming, but he hasn't dropped it yet. But it's weaker, so if you hit it again next time, there's a chance it can be easier to knock out. You have to critically succeed to knock it out.
Oh, okay. But it gets easier every time. Cool.
It applies that +2 on there. Well, they won't stack, but it is a +2 on the next attempt, and it has a -2.
Right. So I'm like here-ish. Something.
Attacks. So just kind of slam it into his wrist, and he just, I'm just kind of sputtering. I can't. He sputters as I check something really quickly. He sputters to fill time. Everyone's just so impressed with stuttering instruction. Let's see. Okay, yeah. Fair enough. Damn. Alright. So he is going to try to sort of just since he hasn't been hit yet, he's going to try to attack you.
Mm-hmm.
No, he's going to try to grapple you back.
Okay. So my fortitude, 17 DC. Ugh.
Bam.
So does that mean he falls?
No, you're both grappled.
Oh, okay.
You're kind of both controlling each other a little bit.
Gotcha. Okay.
Which I do kind of like as a mechanic, to be honest.
Kind of climbing on my arm, sort of thing.
Yeah, I think you're grabbing him kind of by the shirt.
Mm-hmm.
Sort of grab the inside of your arm and it's kind of controlling you back a little bit. The big thing is you now count as flat-footed.
Okay.
So even with that -2 from the loosened hand and himself being grabbed, he is going to lash the fuck out at you.
Does our mutual grappling cancel each other?
Nope.
Okay.
You're both a little fucked over. So,
oh
shit.
Fuck! I'm gonna go down, guys.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
Almost guarantee it. Even minimum damage, that's knocking me out. But again, does that mean he falls off the battlement?
Yeah. So, time to look up an important thing.
Fall damage?
It does a critical double sneak attack damage.
Oh, fuck!
Because you're technically flat-footed because he grabbed you.
Oh,
We're
falling down to Felix. It's all coming up, Felix.
Oh my god! You were falling down to Felix.
You know what Felix's last weapon was? His fucking spear. All according to plan.
Felix might have enemy in the world.
You're going to skewer him up the taint with your spear.
Okay, 451 for critical. You're supposed to take him alive. Instead, you. Yeah. Alright.
It's okay, Charlie, don't use him. Be easily put over a fire.
Sometimes you need to double or halve the amount of damage, such as the outcome of a critical hit. You roll the damage normally, adding all the normal bonuses, modifiers, and penalties, then double or halve the amount of appropriate. The GM might allow you to roll the dice. Double the modifiers. Let's see. Benefits you gain specifically from a critical hit, like flaming weapons, pursuit, never die, fatal die, aren't. Damn, it doubled. You know what? This is a Google check. I should read the sneak attack rule entry first. It might just say there before I
Oh, yeah.
go off ragging on this shit.
Sneak attack.
Babies. I have to check Pathfinder 2 online otherwise, which is fine.
I'm Googling it now.
Ranger, Rogue, Sneak Attack. Okay, it's not explicitly spelled out in there. Hello, Internet. Pathfinder 2 Sneak Attack Critical.
It lets you roll double your damage dice.
Everything except persistent damage, I think that only happen on a crit or double. Alright!
Oh,
So, the other rule you need to look up?
huh. Death effects?
Passive damage!
What was that? Passive damage?
Massive damage.
Oh, massive damage. Oh, yeah, because it could tell me outright, huh?
Massive damage. Alright. You die instantly. Oh god. Okay, no. They made this a lot simpler and a lot less punishing. You die instantly if you ever take damage equal to or greater than double your maximum hit points in a single blow.
Okay.
So it doesn't matter how far to zero it takes you, as long as the total damage isn't
40?
isn't 40. So let's go check that out now.
I don't think you can do 40, but it's still going to knock me unconscious regardless.
Okay, so I guess I waited too long in the critical. So 7. Oh, I didn't roll it on you. There we go. So 11 points of damage from that.
Yep, that puts me at dying.
And then let's just for shits and giggles. Then we add another 22 points of damage as he just sneak attacks you.
Good lord.
Then I am gonna say he has to make a reflex save now to catch himself.
Otherwise, that fucker's
before
taking
he
a tumble.
falls off- Or he falls off the sides. So I'm just gonna go ahead and pull. Let's go ahead and pull a DC by level.
Is he flat-footed because of the grapple or no?
He's still grabbed. I'm going to leave that condition on him while he attempts this. Okay, and I'm gonna say that this DC is pretty hard to catch himself.
Because I was literally dangling him over the edge.
No, we'll just go with hard. This is still going to be difficult for him to pull off. We can go very hard. Okay. Alright, I got my DC in place. I don't like this. Oh, he's fine. 29.
Fuck.
So he catches, with his last action is just to catch one-handed and be hanging on the edge of the battlements.
I was trying really hard to not kill this fucking halfling. I was trying really hard, guys. Nail him.
It's now... So it's now Charlie's turn.
That's cool.
I just grabbed, as you are no longer grabbed.
If you get him to dying, I can still keep him from dying.
Must I have to return any slight and have killed my mother. I now attempt to make him fall.
Okay, so this is going to be an athletics attempt versus his 4 DC.
I fail.
Push him a little bit, but you can try again.
Yeah, okay.
Is he at any kind of disadvantage for having just, say, almost fallen? Oh,
That's enough.
hey.
You
Just like
you did.
pry his fingers one
Push
by
him
one.
off,
Oh, okay.
and he falls 25 feet.
That's more than 5
It lands. splat right next to Felix. Prone.
What's
Can
that
you like
damage?
hurl a bomb at him from there?
Takes 12 points of damage. It is
Nice.
half the distance fall. Or fell. Half the distance fall.
Fuck it.
I don't know the actual. You take damage equal to half the distance you fell.
Can you hurl a firebomb at him while from there? Because you still have an action. Or like use your crossbow or something.
Yeah, can I shoot down from where I am?
Yep, you certainly can.
Fuck it.
So let's see. Oh, wait. No. You're going to see if you fall more than 5 feet. Okay. You take any damage from while you land prone. You can grab an edge as a reaction to reduce the damage from some falls. Alright. Isaac, I would like you to make a reflex save.
Not great.
So you're going to fail. You're going to take 6 points of damage as he falls on top of you.
6 points of halfling damage.
That leaves me with 1 hit point.
That hurt.
Oh, man. So I'm gonna throw my dagger at him then.
Why? He's on top of me!
Well, you take an action to draw the dagger.
No, I have it out.
Yeah,
Okay.
she swiped last turn.
Right, yeah. What's the
So
range of
I'm gonna throw a dagger at him.
I'm going to say the range. I'm going to say your height negates the range penalty. So you miss, but it's not a critical miss. You don't hit.
Fair enough.
That just sticks. I'm not like for comedic. It's like Felix, like you're kind of like bracing the daggers between your legs, just sticks between your feet. Sorry about that. But sure enough, guess whose turn it is?
Tam.
It's Tam's turn. Sorry. We just need you to calm down.
Well, that's gone. Alright, so I'm going to step up to here.
Okay.
And I am going to cast Stabilize
Thank
on
God.
Karen.
Okay.
So it removes the dying condition.
I'm still at
You're
0
still
though,
at 0.
correct? Yeah, okay. That's fine. I'm just not
I
dying.
think you'll be included 1.
Oh, I'm at 1?
Yeah.
Oh, great.
So that way you'll go down straight to dying 2. But okay.
And that's all I can do. I moved and then stabilizes 2 actions.
2 actions. Okay. It is now Felix's turn.
So is
Stab a bitch.
on top of me?
No, he kind of hit you and fell off to the side. He's right next to you.
Well, so if he's right next to me, like, pretty mad about the state of affairs, not gonna lie.
Take him out.
Do not enjoy this, and having a long spear and having a guy next to you is not a great thing. So I'm gonna have Felix drop that spear and pull out a sword. He hasn't used it yet.
Okay.
So that's 1 action, and for the other actions, there's a halfling extra.
Okay.
There's a lot of things you can do with the sword and everything.
Especially a halfling that's flat-footed because prone.
Yeah, and flat-footed. What does flat-footed do for rogues like me?
Well, he's prone. I don't know if prone intrinsically
Okay.
makes sneak attack. I'm checking.
Search your feelings.
You know it to be true.
Fondness, to be honest.
I mean, how much can he really see being shanked
Yeah.
after
So
falling 25 feet?
prone, -2 circumstance penalties and attack rolls. Ends it. You can take cover. Oh, you are flat-footed. Yes, he is flat-footed while prone.
Sweet. So you do get a sneak attack if you hit.
Throw prone on him really quickly to affect his ANC. Okay.
So here we go. We're ready to do this.
Ready as I'll never be.
Hey!
Oh shit!
Oh, crit!
Yeah,
Yes!
Is it a
That-
crit?
No.
Oh, it wasn't?
Yeah,
Oh,
no,
just a
it's
hit.
not quite wait, let me see. Let's see. No, not definitely not a crit.
Oh.
Strong. It's strong, but not a crit.
It's higher than a 15 then.
But you know what? Those were best two actions.
Yeah, you still
Yep,
have one
so
more
you
attack.
can- Yes. Ah!
Yeah, I imagine it was just like. A
Did you
blur
roll
to
sneak
it.
attack damage, though?
Sucks.
Yeah, I did. I only did.
But you rolled your damage for your short sword, plus 3 for your...
Yeah,
your
no.
de-
Yeah, you still roll an extra one.
It is. I still have to roll.
yeah,
extra damage.
you have to roll your sneak attack.
Yeah.
Hey.
No, it's not plus 3, it's just a d6, so he's actually 3 points higher. So I'll change that on him. Because it's a flat d6.
Ah, right.
Alright. So I'm checking to see if anyone has access to non-lethal shit.
Field.
Yeah, that's about the only thing. I've got my shield that can do non-lethal, I think. It's just bludgeoning.
I have a stick.
Okay. Well, I'm not sure that what would that be? Staff. A staff is not non-lethal.
No, it is not. Also, for flavor reasons, it is also a shovel.
I like that.
And if it comes up, you can use any weapon you want at a -2 penalty to make it count as non-lethal.
Oh.
If it doesn't have the non-lethal trait.
Cool.
So that's the way you can, when you get down, you can sort of hit him with the flat of the blade and shit. All right, Karen, how you doing, friend?
Am I not conscious, or am I conscious?
No, you're not.
Okay. Yeah,
You are knocked out and dying.
Then yeah, I'm unconscious.
Let's see. You are unconscious. You can't act. You have a -4 penalty on AC, perception, and reflex saves. You're technically blinded and also flat-footed.
Okay. But at least I'm on a
if you're
different floor.
Your hit points, but not dying. You naturally return to 1 hit point and awaken after sufficient time passes, usually 10 minutes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm unconscious.
Yep.
Cool. Calmon's turn.
Calmont looks up at you. He's not feeling it quite as much. He's going to actually stand up. He's going to try to move to these. He's no longer prone. And then he's going to try to grapple. He's going to try to grab you, Isaac. So it's your fortitude save. Plus 3, so you're going to DC 13 for him to just grab you. Oh, he pulled out 23.
Jesus.
So you're going to count as... Yeah, he's probably like in this...
That athletics is ridiculous.
Athletics got way cooler. So you are now grabbed, Felix. And Calmont is now going to stab you.
Did he drop his knife from the fall, or did he manage to hold on to it?
Oh, you're right. You would have dropped it when prone.
We keep rolling.
Yeah, critical miss. So he grabs you and takes the knife up. That's all he can do. No, he would have to. He could have hung on to the knife.
Okay.
Could have been critically missed.
So does he drop the knife?
Not in this case. All right, that's his turn. Charlie.
Crossbow.
Back over here. Good, that's your turn. Top of the order. Tam, how you doing, bud?
I'm doing okay. What's the distance to, say, this spot here? Is it higher than the drop from over where our friend fell?
Oh, you like right down there? Yeah, I think that's about half the distance.
Half the distance, okay. So I'm just going to jump over the side here.
Alright, give me
Onto that landing.
There is a skill you can do as an action, Dick, I believe, a reaction.
Acrobatics.
Double check. It's called Grab an Edge. It's a reaction, manipulate, trigger. You fall from or past an edge or handhold. So anything that's going to catch part of the wall, slow your descent a little bit.
Okay.
So reflex save.
Reflex, okay.
If you pull it off, you account falls that over 20 feet shorter.
I did not do that.
So you're going to take
6 points of damage.
Yeah, no. Because it was 25 halved.
And then half to
Yeah, 6 points damage. So, hit, you fall prone. You take 80 damage from a fall,
Damage.
you're prone.
Okay. Then I will get back up.
Okay. It's 2 actions. 1 to jump, 1 to get back up. You got an action left. Go ahead and play down on.
Could go flank him.
That's what I was gonna do. I
Okay.
was just gonna go down the stairs.
Okay.
To there.
Cool.
If I can go there.
Yep.
Cool. So he is now flanked, and he should not be getting any cover from anyone who wants to shoot him from the
Yeah,
stairs.
Double check. They'll be flanking now.
Oh yeah, they're on exact opposite sides of each of the enemy. You can draw a direct line between them, so they are definitely flanking him.
Yeah, let's see. So he's got flat footed, so everybody's down there, so I'm going to throw that on. Alright.
And
Feel
that
good.
picks up all my fire points.
No, put this guy on top of me. Right?
Wait, he's right next to you, and you're now flanking with Tam.
So, I'm going for it.
I also noted Tam as you jumped over the edge of that same little goblin that you said you were going to try to help, just goes, oh no! No. Alright,
Now I'm going for it.
Andrew, you go for lethal damage or non-lethal damage?
Exactly. Short sword's a one-handed weapon. Now, Felix, I know this is controversial to say, has a left.
Okay. Dodges. You got 2 more actions.
There's better.
Did you put -4 on for the second attack? Yes, you did, I can see.
Yeah.
So you bam, hit him, go ahead and roll damage. Alright. He's alive, but not
And
looking good. Oh, it's a sneak
and it's a
attack.
sneak attack.
Oh yeah.
It's
Non-lethal sack.
a thing, it's in the rules.
That's hilarious.
Roll the d6, like, not all
Yeah.
manually.
Yeah.
Alright, you've got 1 more action though.
We got one more action. No one else have one more fist.
True.
It's the last fist. Bam, bam, slugging him in the head. Karen is unconscious, and that's his turn. So you're still grabbed, Felix. So he's gonna go for you.
I'd probably do that.
Natural 1.
Yes. Crit miss.
Like, no, I'd probably also try to kill me in this case.
True.
So he's gonna follow up. Oh yeah, that's gonna be a hit.
Each.
Well, considering I only have one hit, we know the outcome.
Says you have
Says he has 7.
7. Yeah.
No, I took 6 from him falling on me. Jim just never updated it.
Oh, you can update it yourself.
Yeah.
And you got an extra 6 on there.
So he's unconscious now.
So I
Yeah.
have to use that extra hero point I got from
Oh,
Mark.
true. True.
Yep. You just go to unconscious on 0.
Yeah, I have 0. Okay.
There you go. And for its last action, you know what? He's gonna let her flat-footed. He's not flanking. He's gonna try to grab Tam.
Alright.
What's your fortitude say, buddy?
+6.
Ooh, okay. Natural 2. Just totally misses you. Well, Charlie's turn.
Fire!
Do it. Do it.
Non-lethal or lethal?
Do it.
Oh, if it's a crossbow.
You just take a -2 to do non-lethal with it. Okay.
So you would just throw -2 and modifier on the bottom left.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a slightly harder shot, but you're gonna try to hit him in a place that you know won't puncture, but it's like concuss him maybe.
Ugh.
Oh.
Oh, critical miss. And then it just like shatters the bolt.
Yeah.
So you can
Goddamn.
critical.
Motherfucker! I mean, I'll just move down the stairs, I guess.
No, because you would have had to action reload between those 2.
So that's your whole.
Turn. So it's Tam's turn.
Take him out, good lord.
Double in hand.
So it was like, I go to hit him with my staff, and then remember that I never picked it up after I fell.
It's better action to pick it up.
No, because it's on the way back over where I fell.
Do you get to punch him?
No, I'm gonna draw my dagger.
Okay, so draw the dagger.
Oh, you're just gonna shite, huh?
I'm just gonna shank him.
Okay.
You take the penalty to non-lethal?
Nope.
Oh wait, he has to neutralize.
Alright, so
This is your first one. Remember, yeah, your dagger.
Yep.
Ah!
damn.
Are you just not proficient at all with your dagger? Because you got no bonus on that.
You should at least be trained, buddy.
It says I have a 0 modifier because it was the second attack.
Okay.
My first attack is +4.
That's right, second attack. Okay, I forgot about -4.
Mm.
You don't have to go for the third one. You can always roll a natural.
No, because it took me an action to draw it.
You're right.
Oh, true. God, fuck this
Because I
guy.
don't have.
Felix unconscious. Kieran's
0
unconscious.
points of bite his ankle.
Nope. It's now his turn. He's gonna try to grab you.
Okay.
I really like this whole grab thing.
It sucks when they're this good at it.
Misses. He's gonna try to grab you again.
Okay, my bite falls cracking.
Misses. So he's just gonna stab you for the. Misses.
Ugh.
He's taking so much shit. Charlie. It's all on you.
I was well trying to shoot this time.
Reload. Miss.
No.
So your last action.
Were you taking the non-lethal just then?
Yeah, he was.
Okay.
So that's your whole turn. Back to the top. Damn.
All right.
You and this. I can just see the illusion. I want to imagine that shot. So before we had the Kurosawa top of the wall thing, we now zoomed out. You're kind of seeing the sun behind you just beating in this courtyard. Remember, in the brief one you had looking around here, this courtyard, the prototype was for Hell Knight archers, Hell Knights in training, deputy Hell Knights, to challenge Hell itself on these same stone.
You can just use his name. His name's Calhoun.
And if you kind of think about that, Tam, you have history to tell me. So right now, you are squaring off against a form of evil, a form of unnaturally, a form of sort of untamed evil. I want to reminiscent of the same helmets that you see in patrolling Corozal. You're in your ancestral home, standing on the same cobblestones that they once did. They're circling. Both of you have daggers out. You're both in armor. And this is not your background, but that's where you're at right now.
No, this is flying all around you.
Yeah, no, this is
mixing everything.
Yeah, this is what was it? In real life, this is the we mentioned Kurosawa. The final stand of the Kikucho in Seven Samurai when he's just flailing around in the mud and they're just swinging wildly at each other and no one's really doing anything. That's what's actually happening. What he is imagining in his head is the Black Panther showdown.
Yeah.
Got it. So,
At the waterfall.
Watching or seeing it, Felix unconscious, Karen is unconscious. Charlie, you're up there, and there's a bunch of the goblins who are unarmed, and you're just watching this halfling and Tam just going at it.
Alright, so first action is I'm going to use shield.
Mm.
I'm not entirely sure how to modify my armor class to do that.
Is it a spell or are you raising your shield?
It's a spell.
Okay.
So my armor class gets modified by 1 until start of my next turn, and I can use the shield block reaction.
So you guys just check. We'll just put a magical shield in your inventory. That way you can raise it. Because
There you
right now
go.
I notice that raising doesn't do things you don't have a shield. Oh no, you can click on shield and give yourself a one in there. I did it for you. See how?
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
There you go. It's up there, and you need to have that reaction now.
Okay.
That's one action. It's verbal, and so verbal does not have the provoke attacks, but it can be if you had any.
Yep. So that
you
just happens.
Speak a word. You kind of draw deep for Rasmus. I almost imagine it's a little skeletal, just sort of a little haunting, just sort of this almost ghostly shield just forms in front of your arm.
And then we're gonna try to stab him. Not with that.
Continuing.
Good lord. This guy's just gonna kill us one by one. Oh, fuck. That almost was a natural 20.
Alright. Unconscious.
Ugh.
So he's gonna try it. He's going to try to grab. He's gonna fail. I'm gonna try again. He's gonna fail. He's gonna go for it. He's gonna just slug it out everything he has left. That's gonna be a hit. Would you like to take the reaction to take it on the shield?
Yes.
So how does that work? I think Eli, you're more.
Yeah,
It's gonna take 5. It's gonna take the first 5 points of damage.
yeah, it'll take the first 5 points of damage for him.
Yeah, because my shield has a hardness of 5. So.
Damage roll. All right, 1 point of damage.
Okay.
Actually, no. With what we rolled, and then 1. Yeah, so just 1 point. The shield catches almost all of it. Dissipates.
All right.
Good.
That's his whole turn. So you know whose turn it is now. Charlie, you got a loaded crossbow in your hand. You can attack.
I do. And I can use a hero point to reroll an attack roll, is that right?
Right.
Okay, so...
You don't have to spend it until after you roll.
Right.
I would recommend doing it on your first one if you miss this first one, because then you'll get to reroll at a higher bonus. So if you miss this first one, use your hero point.
Ooh, that's a good call. She's a miss.
Go ahead and
So
reroll
I'm
the
going
value.
to use that.
Ding.
And put the modifier back. Oh my gosh.
What the fuck? This is like 3 rounds in a row where nothing has happened.
Reload and fire again.
And you can do the turn, you got it. Oh. Alright. Tam. Round 11. Which one? You're only 5 rounds away from where talking about it without drinking action.
I have a feeling we're past that.
Yeah,
I mean, I would impose a heavy penalty on the check.
yeah, we're past that. We've moved beyond it.
Alright, so it's pretty much going to be a repeat of what I did last time.
There's shield.
Shield and then attack.
You still have a hero point too, don't you?
Yes, I do.
Reroll your first one, because it's a higher bonus.
Yep.
Let's go to save it to stabilize.
Now.
Good
Actually,
God.
I do. I want to give you. I do want to give you another hero point, Nate,
Okay.
for jumping over. I think that was kind of a cool heroic moment. Just jump, vaulting the wall, talking to the goblins. For that whole kind of heroic interaction, they take a hero point.
But also, why was that one a +4 and not +5?
Oh, I think I forgot to turn off my modifier.
Okay.
From the boss.
Oh, because you took damage? I see.
No, it has nothing to do. No, it lasted. It was 10 rounds.
Okay,
Oh,
just
I see.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's your first attack. And double 9. Oh, fuck. Alright. Calmon's turn. At some point, someone's going to break you, so he's going to go for the grab. Will be. 16.
I think at this point,
exactly.
one of you guys needs to roll a nat 20. I think that's pretty much what has to
I
happen.
grabbed Tam.
Alright.
You said your fortitude is a 6, right?
6, yep.
So I got it on the notes. So you're flat-footed. So he's going to follow up with the dagger. And miss!
Good.
Oh god, he's going to follow it. One more chance. He's going to try to sneak attack it. Oh, that's a high roll. That's a hit. That's a hit.
And it's not a crit, though. But he does get sneak attack because you're grabbed.
So
Okay. Yep, so we'll do... Do you want to take the...
I'm going to take the shield, yep.
I guess if I can do a custom... Is there a way to like, add a few dice together in a pool or like add a die to a roll?
I'm not sure.
If you pick one up and then right click.
Oh, it adds a different kind of die. I don't want that.
No, it doesn't. No.
Okay, so here we go. -5. You do 1 point of damage from that. And then the sneak attack's 2. So there you go. Sneak attack. The shield takes about 3 points of damage total.
Alright.
Actually, no. That should have reduced all of the damage to total. I rolled a 2 on the die. It reduces that to 1. You only take 1. Give yourself 2 more hit points back.
Okay.
Only take 1 point. The shield takes the rest.
You're going the opposite way there.
Yeah, you need one backwards.
Charlie, it's your turn. You'll be able to reload, shoot, and reload the turn.
Yep. And gonna go ahead and fire here.
Good God, have you rolled above an 8 this entire session?
I'm really not sure.
Can I get a hero point to Charlie?
Reload. That's your turn.
And,
You can reload first, and then shoot, and then
oh
reload.
yeah, you're right. Yep.
Alright. Tam, you are grabbed. You can attempt an unarmed attack, or you can just stay grabbed and start fighting while grabbed.
Do I have any weaknesses to that, or?
You're taking a penalty on attack.
Stupid knife is nuts. It's right there.
And you can still cast shield while grabbed with it. It doesn't have to be like it's just roll.
So, shield is the first step.
Fucking knife is fucking nuts. No.
Penalties are automatically applied. So it's the effect
Okay.
on you.
What's the penalty? Or just a penalty? I'm not allowed to know.
No, you are allowed to know. I don't know it as much. I'm not as familiar with it as I am in the older editions. So grabbed, you're flat-footed and immobilized. And if you take a manipulate action, there's a chance that you lose the action.
Okay. And manipulate includes attack actions.
Strike
okay.
does not have manipulate.
Gotcha. Okay. Well, I'm just
I'm
gonna try.
checking, but manipulate.
No, that's a strike action. That doesn't count as a manipulate. Manipulate would be casting a spell with a somatic component.
Yeah, so actions that include manipulate is cast a spell, activate an item, attack of opportunity, triggers a manipulate, release, create a diversion, interact. No, striking does not have manipulate, so you're safe.
I'm just gonna stab him then.
Do it. Do it. Stab him.
Oh, no, finally you hit!
Oh, you throw it on him.
What's that?
Oh,
fuck
okay.
yeah, doesn't
Oh,
count.
come on! For the love of God.
Oh,
Let that count!
wait. I'm calling shit out. Who rolled it on for the last guy to throw you out?
we please just count it?
No, you're right. You're totally right. All right, so keep continuity for Nate, which is that not playing rules. So Nate, you technically hit.
Yes.
Roll your damage.
Roll it on him.
3 points. He's still unconscious.
Fucking God.
You have 1 attack left, Nate. Put it in the dice tray this time, though. Roll it over him.
Ugh. What with these rolls? What the fuck?
Oh, no, Charlie, it's his turn first. So you're still grabbed. So he's just gonna start stabbing. Just stab away, stab away, stab away. Miss.
Thank God. Get that first one out of the way.
I do kind of like that. Like the first time I got around, you're just like, oh fuck.
Mm-hmm.
All right, second one coming in 10. You're just like in a death lock with him. Hit. You want to blow the shield?
Yeah.
Okay, I got the -5 on this. Four. Okay, so take 3 points of damage plus the sneak attack follow-up. Oh. Alright, I got 1 more attack.
I should change this one to this.
Alright, I'm going to pull your shield AC off, Nate.
Alright.
So attack at -8 with the dagger now. He does. You see, it's kind of circles, goes into the final, but misses.
Come on, Charlie. Nail him. You got 2 shots.
Got 2 shots per turn.
I have 1 shot on because it's my last bolt.
Oh, good fucking God.
So, alright. I'm still gonna put the -2 on.
Just kill him. Don't bother. Just kill him. I don't even care at this point. Fuck the gold.
I can fix it.
Yeah, just kill it. Don't do it.
Alright, I can still reroll this. I
TJ
can
has shout that up at you, like, TJ, how would you say that? Like, you're not in there. You need to be yelling up at him.
I was with my one conscious breath. I go. I yell that in Goblin, and then I pass back out again.
Alright, I'm gonna spend the last hero point here.
Last hero
fucking
point.
reroll this shit. Oh,
What the hell?
Alright,
That
so
was 11. Right.
Literally an 11 is the highest you've rolled all night.
I'm gonna drop the fucking crossbow.
Yeah.
Pull out my dagger. My other dagger, in fact.
Where's the dagger?
No, I'm gonna. What's that? Throw?
No,
No, I'm not throwing. I'm gonna put it in my teeth, wink at him, and start going down this road.
Alright, give me an athletics check. Far easier DC to climb down.
Gravity is assisting.
Wow. Alright, so you're
For
coming
real.
down.
What the
You're
hell,
going to be a
Trent?
reflex save.
Alright. There we go. That's this, right?
So, you catch yourself on the rope on the way down, so if you fall, catch the rope, and hit on the bottom, you reduce the fall distance by 20 feet, which is less than 20 feet for the fall, so you land taking no damage on your feet. Alright. Alright, Tam.
I'd like to point out that he landed.
Alright, so
Damn. It's the baller fight.
Oh, it's taking too long.
so
Level 1 fights.
shield
one.
again.
Okay.
How many of last until fear control the body?
A while.
I mean, unconsciousness is forever.
No, about 10 minutes, which is 100 rounds.
Okay, so 8 seconds.
I'm gonna burn my hero point to reroll this.
Okay.
How is that still a fucking miss? This is
I don't think
stupid.
you guys will be having current luck in the second word of this fight. Alright?
Yeah, and also counts as blackwood or grapple.
Well, you literally can't even hit him on your other
hits.
hits.
Direction. Like, Calmon's kind of like grabbing and controlling Tam a little bit, he's not being grabbed back. Alright, Felix unconscious, Karen unconscious, Calmont. Alright, first dagger out. Miss! Fuck. Alright, second one. Coming back at it. Hit.
Ugh.
You want to put a shield here?
Yep.
Okay. So take 3 there, and then the sneak attack damage is also going to kick in. Boom, you're unconscious. You're at a hero point, aren't you?
Yep.
Cool.
No, the opposite is cool.
Calmont is then going to run to there.
Oh, you pussy.
Alright, Charlie.
Hey,
Is that
Yes.
having flashbacks to the first,
Yeah.
the first Starfighter. Which, for the record, remember mechanically why that fucked us over? Because we dashed straight at the boss.
Oh, right.
Do you have, like,
a whole
fire
unexplored
bombs you could
dungeon
roll?
on either side?
Do you have
Alright,
any fire bombs or anything to throw?
20. I have to get 20 feet.
That's just for short range, but yeah.
You see how I've been fucking rolling?
Yeah, fair.
But Trent, you can make it to adjacent to him with one more action.
Right. Well, I can get to here and throw a bomb, right?
Yeah, you can also make it to
I use 2 movements. That's 20.
25. Yeah, you made there with one movement from where you were.
Okay.
So you can throw 2 bombs.
Yeah, do it.
I have to.
Don't you have quick bomber?
I have to use an action though to craft.
I don't have quick bomber.
I'm out of
Oh.
bombs, so I have to use an action to craft one.
Out of quick bomb or when making the bomb, left the bomb. Yeah, yeah.
Well, once it's made, I can like pull it off a bandolier and throw it.
When it's made in your hand.
Yeah, right.
So move, one action, make it, third action.
Right. And let's see how this one goes.
Oh!
Finally!
Of course. Of course. And suck a dick, buddy.
Seriously.
Die.
Ugh.
Can you get me up before he dies?
I don't know if I can do anything.
I don't.
Honestly.
Do you have medicine?
You made this attack.
I have an untrained medicine. I can try.
You have a super low wisdom, though. This is gonna be
I
bad.
can certainly try. That was well. I just do this.
Ugh. Yell up to the goblins to help. Maybe one of them is a doctor. You speak goblin.
Goblins, can you help us? All my friends are dead. Can you help?
Okay, no, let's play this in turn order. So that was the last thing on Charlie's turn.
Charlie's the only one who's still not unconscious.
Well, Tam is
Oh yeah, bleeding. Right.
to make some check. So Tam, here's you make a recovery check.
Okay.
So you're at dying 1.
Right.
You need to make a flat check. It's just a D20 with no modifiers. The DC is 10 plus your current dying value to see if you get better or worse.
So just the D20 and that's it?
Yep. You're looking for an 11 or higher.
Nope.
Did you? Yeah. Why did you there? Nat 20.
There you go.
So you have a critical success. Your dying value is reduced by 2.
So
you
he's
are
conscious.
done dying. You are unconscious.
Ugh, that's good. Okay, no, none of us are dying. The only one who's dying is the halfling now.
Felix unconscious. Karen unconscious. Calma unconscious. Charlie.
Just reflexively.
You're unconscious.
You
So,
could try another medicine check, Charlie.
Good friends, can you help us? We are dying and hurted.
well, additionally, Charlie, if you want to sort of fulfill your task, your goal is to bring Cal back alive. He is burning out.
Oh god, he is. In fact,
Throw him in the water that's right there.
at the end of his turn, he's supposed to take 2 persistent fire damage.
Yeah,
He has.
if you lose, he's now dying 2.
You could probably drag him in the water.
Right. Yeah, that's
No, then he'll be dying forever.
Can I drag him in the water to put out the fire?
Stop, can you just stop, drop, and roll?
You roll over him.
Yeah, if you want the 2 actions, you can get him over to the water.
Yeah, I'll probably have to do that, but I want to keep his head above, obviously.
Yeah, and just so you're gonna get
So I need a medicine check?
Yep.
Okay. 13
Let's check medicine.
That's not the worst.
for dying.
Do you have first aid kit?
Oh, no, yeah.
Damn might though.
Yep, I do.
I have an antidote.
Let help with poison.
Antidote of death.
I have some alchemist stools. I don't think so.
So you bring him over, you put the water out, you turn that so you're unable to it, and he's going to. He's on fire, so you have like one more turn to try to pull the shit off.
Okay.
He's going to
Try
next
again.
Yeah, 3 hit. Okay. So you got 1 attack
Well,
on it.
I threw it off the thing it was an accident.
Let's keep it.
Okay, I
Square
swear
the
it
game.
was.
I trust you. So the natty 20. I'm gonna say that otherwise you could have you pull up to a success. And just at dying 3, you will barely stabilize him.
Ugh.
Now, there's one thing that I have to teach for you. As you're in the water, I'm putting him out of fire.
Contact.
I can make it DC, I can make it fortitude save. Yeah.
Oh, thank God.
Did you not catch anything in the water?
What this is water? Like scoop some in my hand, drink it.
Well,
Oh, okay.
that was
It's
brutal.
wonderful over there. God,
So,
That fight was way harder than it should have been.
well, you guys changed 2 places back to back. And to be fair, like,
That's true.
let me check something, but
I also spent the entire beginning of the second fight walking and then a hobbit fell on me, so...
literally hit you over the Oh my god. That's what we're gonna wrap tonight. I'm just gonna get that moment when the dust settles. And I got to go and just paint this one picture. Maybe just touch of music for you.
That sound, maybe.
Yeah.
Why is
So
the
just
Indian character always the savior? I don't like this.
you're just gonna get this moment, Charlie, where you look up and you look around the courtyard. You see Tam unconscious, maybe bleeding out. Felix unconscious, maybe bleeding out. You see a little bit of blood from where Karen sort of hit the ramparts, falling down, just dripping down the wall. You have the unconscious, barely alive body, burned, singed Calmon in your hands, and all the goblins up on the walls just look at you. And one of them raise a fist and just starts to cheer. And the first notes of a goblin song begin to break out. At this moment, they just imagine like this music in the background that you can all hear a little bit just starts to fade up as the sounds of the goblins cheering, singing begin to kick in. And you have this moment where you're kind of seeing your people cheering you on, looking around where everyone else failed. But you succeeded, standing over by sort of credits roll.
I think there's something to follow me.
That's what I thought too. Rocks fall, TPK.
You've been crushed to death by the
Cross
cross.
from the ramparts.
Rocks fall, TPK.
No, I love seeing. I can so see it. I just love seeing that. Like you kind of standing up and looking around this corner. Basically, somewhere between a trial pit and a gladiator ring. Because Charlie's just standing there and she's looking around and everyone else is almost dead and unconscious. She has lived. Okay. Okay, so you're going to get some XP here.
Ooh, yay.
Yeah, for that shit for sure. You fought a little bit out. You were punching above level.
Oh, really?
Creature at the bottom. Each of you is going to get. Each person gets 60 XP.
For which?
The creature, the large dragonoid.
Mm.
And Calmon's going to give you each. So you'll each get 140 for the night.
Can you give us that, or do we have to do that?
You can all play it yourselves, but you can do it too.
140?
Yeah.
It works with that 200.
What's that?
Is
Is that what you're at?
No, that's how much we get.
No.
140.
We can actually bind it to 100.
Let's go. Okay. Should be a 470.
Yeah, 470, 650 needed for next level. Wait, that doesn't seem right. Because don't we need 1,000 total to level up? So we should need 530. Yeah, okay, I did my math. Yeah, we're at 470, we should need 530.